Okay, so we're talking about just the first three problems from the homework, page 847. First one says A and B are independent events. That means there's two different events occurring. What is the probability? They write it this way. Probability of A and B. But since it's two different events, they should really write it this way. Probability A comma B. Because we have event A occurring first, and then event B is occurring. Now, event A is 50%, which I'm going to write as a fraction 1/2, and B is 25%, so that's 1/4. If you multiply those together, that's 1/8. You could write the answer that way, or you could change it to a decimal, 0.125, or you could write it as a percent, 12.5%. Any one of those answers is fine. It didn't say how to write it, so any one of those is fine. Problem 2 now. What's the probability? A and B are mutually exclusive, meaning there's no overlap. What is the probability of A or B? So A or B now, that's a different situation. That is a single event because you want A to occur or B to occur. So it's not two different events. So in this case, what you do is you find the percentages. Let's see, it's looks like 0.6 for A, plus B is 0.25. So that works out to be 0.85 or 85%. So either one of those ways. But the difference between 1 and 2 is this is two events, two different things occurring, and this is just a single event. Now 3. Suppose A and B are overlapping events. They want the probability of A and B, which should be written as A comma B, right? And then they say the probability of A is 1/3. The probability of B is 1/2. And the probability of A intersect B, A and B, is 1/5. So now A and B, is the two of them, it's the overlap that it could be, both of them. So let's look at this. Probability of a situation like this where there's overlap is given by this formula. It's the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. You subtract the overlap. But we talked about this in the notes. So it's basically 1/3 plus 1/2 minus 1/5. So if you find a common denominator, it looks like it'll be 30. This would be 10/30ths plus 15/30ths minus what, 6/30ths? So 25 minus 6, I guess that's 19/30ths. That's how you figure that out. Now that I look back, I think this could be a single event too if they mean the overlap, but it's calculated the same way. So if you're looking at what A and B have in common, you would multiply the probabilities to figure that out. So this could be two different events, or it could be one event with multiple outcomes. So I was wrong to say that this has to be two different events. It's calculated the same way though. Hope that helps. Talk to you soon.